Interview Room is a feature that incorporates one or more interview cameras in a single site, integrating them within the overall surveillance system. Find an available interview room by navigating to the Detect Map View main toolbar and opening a Detect Display View window. Using the camera tree structure, navigate to an interview room site. In addition to investigative interviews, the interview room feature can be used by human resources departments, universities, or anyone who needs to maintain an audio and video record of an interaction. Using an interview room requires permissions for live view, recorded view, and incident export, as well as access to the network's saved incidents folders. The status of an interview room is shared system-wide. A light green field behind the interview room site indicates that an interview is in progress and the user on the terminal has permissions to view and participate in the interview and take notes, but cannot end it. A red field indicates an interview room is offline and not recording. A dark green field behind an interview room site indicates that an interview is in progress and has been initiated by the user on that terminal. This user can take notes and will be responsible for ending the interview. Interview site cameras behave just like any others. Right-click to load the camera's live view feeds into the viewing panes. To begin an interview, right-click on the interview room and select View Interview Room. This opens a new interview room. The top of the interview room always shows the name of the room. Enter a name and other required parameters in the identification fields and select a folder to save the interview as an incident. Click Start. Once the interview has started, it cannot be ended for at least 3 minutes. This safeguard is in place to prevent a user from accidentally aborting the interview. The display view field of the interview room site turns green system-wide to indicate that an interview is active. The top bar of the interview room window indicates the status of the interview and who initiated it. Click anywhere in the New Note field to type a note about the interview. Click Add Note to attach the note to the incident, which is saved and timestamped by the Detect appliance. Clicking the Cancel button will provide an option to end the interview without recording it as an incident. At any time, the Close button dismisses the dialog box, but does not end the interview. The End button becomes active after 3 minutes. Only the user who initiated the interview can end it. A timer window pops up and another 3-minute timer begins, shown as a red progress bar, during which time the interview cannot be dismissed. This allows the NVR to capture and log the video and any notes. While an interview is saving, the Notes field is closed to new comments, and notes that have been entered already are hidden for privacy purposes. To review a previously saved interview, open a Display View window and click on the Incident View tab. From the navigation tree, right-click the name of the incident to be reviewed to load the camera into the viewing panes, or use the search function. Viewing an interview works just like any other incident. The active footage window is shown blue on the timeline. If notes were entered in the interview, they will be pinned to their location on the timeline as well. Right-click on a note to review the note. The window opens and shows the name of a primary camera, usually the one associated with audio, along with the username of who entered the note, the timestamp, and the body of the note. Click OK to dismiss the note. To view all the notes associated with the interview incident, click the Events button below the timeline. These notes aren't editable either, but you can select and copy any portion of the notes if you need to. Click Transfer to save the interview to a removable media.